What's up, Sunny fam? Welcome back. I'm your Sunny trainer, Sydney, and today I have a cycle bike workout focused all on climbs. So this is a workout that is designed for beginners or intermediate riders who have a hard time with climbs. They're really hard, right? So I hope to make these a little bit easier on you with some practice today, and I'm gonna give you my top tips and tricks to help you get through those climbs a little bit easier during your workout. So first off, we're gonna start with a warm up off of our bike. We're gonna work on warming up our glutes as well as our core because those are such important muscles to help you get through those climbs. All right, so we're gonna head on down to our mat, laying flat on your back. We're gonna start with some dead bugs. So you can bring those hands and point them straight up to the ceiling, knees up to the ceiling as well, and those legs should be at a 90-degree angle here. I'm gonna bring my left arm down and right leg down at the same time, and then we're gonna alternate. So opposite arm, opposite leg. You can really feel that in your core. Try to keep that core nice and stable as you go through this movement. Let's get 5 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Awesome. Let's bring those feet down. We're gonna work on those glutes now. So hands can come down to your sides. We're gonna do some glute bridges. All right, so pushing through those heels, we're gonna drive up through our hips, squeezing those glutes at the top. Great job. You should really feel that in your glutes there. So your core should be working as well, all right? I'm not hyperextending at my back. I'm focused on just squeezing the glutes. Now, if you wanna bring your toes off the ground for this one, it's gonna get into your hamstrings a little bit more. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold at the top. We're gonna march from right to left leg. So you're gonna bring that right leg up, keeping that 90-degree angle with your knee. Try to keep that left leg nice and stable while that other leg is up. We're gonna switch. All right, working on that single leg glute work because our legs are cycling independently when we're on that bike, so it's really important to work on that single leg strength. And right now, we're not doing a full strength workout. We're just activating those muscles so that they are ready to go for that workout, right? Last march. Woo, awesome. All right, we're gonna bring it through for a little stretch. Just stretching out our hip flexors now that we are warm. So let's come forward on our right leg. We're gonna come into a low lunge here, so your left leg is on the ground. And we're gonna stretch through, pushing through those hips, squeezing your left glute, all right? You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the front of that left leg, that hip flexor area. Whew. Getting nice and loose before we hop on our bike. Great work. Let's bring it to the other side. Stretch it out. Let it go. Come back down just a little deeper this second time. Nice deep breath. All right, let's roll it on up. We're gonna hop up onto our bike. We're gonna get started with our warm up here. All right, so starting light and easy. Go ahead and strap into those pedals or clip in, whatever you're working with today. Before we get started, I wanna make sure that you guys are taking this time to set up your bike properly, all right? So make sure that your knee is just slightly bent at the bottom of that full pedal extension, and your knee should be behind your toes when you bring that pedal forward here. All right, so if you need to adjust your bike at all, feel free. Your handlebars should either be at the same height as that seat or a little above if you're a beginner. That's gonna help make those climbs a little bit easier too. So that's up to you. Do whatever you need. We're gonna add on 5 to 6 turns of resistance here. And we're gonna bring up our cadence a little bit. So we're gonna get started with a flat road here. Seated on your seat. And we're gonna try to bring that cadence up to an 80 to 100. If you're having a hard time hitting that 80 cadence, maybe bring that resistance down just a little bit. This shouldn't feel hard, we're just getting some speed under those legs, all right? Getting that body moving. You always wanna make sure that you feel in control. Throughout this whole entire ride, no matter what you're doing, the most important thing is that your legs are in control, your body is in control. The bike is not in control of you, right? That's a safety hazard. And you're not gonna get as effective of a workout. So if you're feeling out of control, likely you need to increase that resistance. So at any point during that workout, if you feel like that, feel free to add on a little bit more resistance. Same thing if you're having a hard time keeping up with the cadence, you might need to bring that resistance down. So feel free to make those changes throughout the workout so that you're really making the most. Nice deep breath. We have about 1 more minute here, and then we're gonna get into the first section of our workout. So, first section, we're gonna be focused on a seated climb. So we're not even gonna come out of the saddle. You might not have known that you can do a climb while you're seated, but you can. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna increase that resistance. It's gonna feel nice and hard on those legs, right? We're gonna be working on that muscular strength. This is really important strength that's going to help you in all kinds of climbs throughout all of your rides. Nice deep breath. We're almost there. So when we get started, we're gonna bring that resistance up and your cadence is going to come down, all right? 60 to 80 RPM. 15 more seconds to go. Ready? 5 more seconds, so let's add on that resistance. 5 or so turns, should feel nice and hard. Ready, set, let's go. We're gonna go for 20 seconds. And we're trying to push that cadence, but remember, because the resistance is higher, it's gonna be slower than where we started, around 60 to 80. Give it a rest, 20 seconds off. We're gonna hit that again. Great job, guys. Ready, almost there. In 3, 2, 1, let's add on that speed. "20 seconds here, and then we're gonna get a 1-minute recovery, all right? I know that resistance is high. Keep it up. Keep that core nice and tight, posture good. Almost there, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring that resistance all the way down. Relax, we're gonna take 1 minute to recover here. So if you want some water, or if you want a towel off, this is a great time to do so. As our minute keeps going, we're gonna pick that pace back up. Next up, we're gonna stay with our seated climb. This time we're gonna do a drill, so we're gonna make it a little bit harder. We're gonna start with that moderate to heavy resistance in our seated climb. Every 15 seconds, I'm gonna tell you to add a turn. So it's going to get harder and harder, and I want you to try to keep that speed, that cadence, above 60 RPMs. All right, so this is gonna be a little challenge on those legs. All right, are we ready? Last sip of water, 15 more seconds, and we're gonna hit this. For 1 full minute, we have our seated climb. Ready, set, add on that resistance. And remember, we're starting moderate to heavy. So by the end of this minute, it should feel really hard. Keep it up, add a turn. You got this. Keep pushing those legs. Check that cadence monitor. Let's try to stay above a 60. Add another turn. Stay with me. You got it. As it's starting to get harder, think about your form. Let's try to keep good posture, focusing on that work through those legs. 1 more turn. Come on, only 15 more seconds. You've got this. Stay on that pace. Almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Relax. All right. We got some time to recover here. Grab some water. Slow it down. Great work, you guys. That was your first intense seated climb. We're gonna do 1 more of those at the end of this minute. So we have about 40 more seconds of rest here, And we're gonna hit that again. This time I want you guys thinking about your power through your pedal strokes. All right, so not only are you pushing down on those pedals, but you're scooping up on the way back too. So we're keeping that pedal nice and consistent all the way through. We're not just slamming down on the pedals. It's a consistent feel throughout that full rotation. Okay, let's try that this time. 5 more seconds to go. We're gonna hit our next hill. Ready, in 3, 2, add on that resistance. Let's do it. Pick up that speed. Remember those pedal strokes. Think about scooping all the way through. Right, we're not just using those quads, putting those hamstrings and glutes to work. Add a turn. Keep it up. Add another turn. Grip is light on the handlebars. Relax those arms. One more turn. Come on, let's do it. Dig deep. You got this. 5 more seconds. Almost there, and rest. Woo, all right. Awesome job, you guys. Bring that resistance down. We have another rest, so grab a sip of water or towel off if you need it. Gonna bring that resistance down, back to our flat road, and we'll come back up to that 80 to 100 RPMs. Whew, great work. All right, so next part of this workout, we actually are going to come up out of that saddle. Now, if that's something that kind of overwhelms you a little bit, we're gonna ease our way into it today. So we're gonna be starting off with a standing flat, which is very similar to running. So we're not gonna have a lot of resistance on the bike, but we are gonna be standing up and out of our seat. So it's really just getting used to that movement of moving those legs. Right, we're gonna be focused a little bit more on speed here. Woo, those hills got me. We're gonna be focused more on our speed here than our last one, because we're not gonna be cranking up that resistance. We're gonna keep our resistance down at what it is now. So we're just focusing on getting those legs moving. Now, when we get up and out of that seat, I want you guys thinking about your core. All right, your core needs to be nice and stable so that your legs have something to push off of, right? Stabilizing that whole body so that your legs can do the work. That's why we warmed up our core, guys. I got you. I was thinking about you. Nice deep breath. Let's bring it back up to speed. Right, we're aiming for that 80 to 110 cadence. Get comfortable. Find your sweet spot. If you need to adjust your resistance, feel free. All right, we're gonna get started with our standing flats. This time we're gonna do 30 seconds off the seat, standing flat. So you're gonna come up, you're gonna keep your hands right where they are, hovering over the seat. All right, so my glutes are back and they're just barely off of my seat here. All of that work is in my lower body. My upper body is nice and relaxed and my grip on the handlebars is light. Okay, ready? We're gonna try it together. 30 seconds. Ready, set, let's go. Now remember, cadence is up. Try to hit at least an 80. If that's too high for you, either take that resistance down, or maybe you're just not ready for that yet. Just do what you can. In 3, 2, and 1, we sit down. Woo! First climb off the saddle, great work. We're gonna take a 30-second rest here. We're keeping our cadence up, but we are seated, so we're giving those legs a little rest. Nice deep breath. We've got this. We're gonna come up for our second climb. Ready? In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Off the saddle. Notice my body is forming a nice V position, right? So my legs are almost in the same position as they were when I was seated. See, very similar. And my upper body is nice and straight. The point of the V is my butt. So you're sticking that butt back over your seat. In 3, 2, and 1. Back in that seat. Great work, guys. We only have one more of those. So hang tight. "30 seconds here, and we'll pop up again. Ready. Last one. In 3, 2, and off that seat. Keep pumping those legs. Remember what I said earlier, you should feel in control. So if you feel out of control right now, feel free to add more resistance or decrease that pace. 5 more seconds. Keep pushing. In 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Back on that seat. Time to rest. We're gonna slow down that cadence. Stretch it out if you need to. Grab some water, towel off. We are gonna prepare ourselves for the last big section of this workout. This time, we're doing a real standing climb. That's what you all came here for, I know it. All right, it's gonna feel pretty similar to our standing flat. The biggest difference is our hands are gonna come forward into this extended grip or position 3 on your handlebars. All right, form-wise, I still have this nice V with my body, right? My butt is hovering over the seat. Arms are nice and relaxed. Core is tight and engaged. That's giving my lower body something nice and stable to push off of. So your lower body is still doing all of that work. Okay? You can do this. I know you got it. Now, if you ever feel uncomfortable in that extended grip on the handlebars, feel free to come back to your standing flat or go ahead and do a seated climb in your seat. Whatever you guys feel comfortable with today. Keep working out those legs. We have about 1 minute of recovery left. And then we're gonna finish strong with our standing climbs. We're gonna do a little practice, all right, before we get into it. So we're gonna do 20 seconds standing, 20 seconds sitting, and 20 seconds standing again. And then after that, we'll do the same thing that we did with our seated climbs. So starting off with a heavy resistance and adding resistance every 15 seconds. All right, so lots of time off the saddle. So get ready, get excited, and just do what you can, right? If you need to sit back down, it's totally fine, just keep moving. Either way, we're gonna be strengthening those legs as needed for these climbs. All right. Okay, ready? We're gonna add some resistance. It should feel very similar to what you did during that seated climb, all right? So moderate to heavy. You're gonna feel it in those legs. And let's try to get a 60 to 80 RPM this time, okay? So a little bit slower, but we're still pushing those legs against that resistance. Ready, set, let's go. Up off the saddle, 20 seconds. Remember, your grip comes forward. Core is tight. Keep those elbows relaxed. Chest is up. In 3, 2, 1, and sit. Beautiful. 20 seconds of rest. Slow those legs down. Catch your breath. We're back up and off our seat in just a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, 20 seconds here. Get used to how this feels. Get used to your cadence. We're gonna try to stick with this through those high resistance climbs. Almost there. In 3, 2, sit back down in that seat. Woo! Beautiful job, guys. We're gonna take that resistance down. Remember where it was or how it felt, because we're gonna come right back to it. Work out those legs just a little bit. Feel free to grab some water if you need it. Towel off. We're gonna hop right into this last section of our workout. All right? So like I said before, just like those seated climbs, we're gonna be doing 1 minute off the saddle, every 15 seconds adding resistance. So get ready, get yourself in the right mental space. This may not be fun for all of us, but this hard work is what's gonna take you to that next level and help you in those future workouts. For 10 more seconds, we increase the resistance and we're up out of the saddle. Okay, ready, we're gonna get started with our standing climbs. Add on that resistance, 4 to 5 turns wherever you were before. We're gonna come up onto those handlebars and get moving. Let's do it, 15 seconds. 15 seconds here, and then we add on more. Good job, guys. Hang on to it. Remember that tight core. You should feel that core every time your knee drives up. Add a little more. Great work. Light grip on the handlebars. Loosen up those hands. Add a little more. You're probably starting to feel this in your legs. Dig deep. This is the good work right here. This is what's gonna make you stronger during those climbs. One more turn. Stay on that cadence. I know it's tough. We're almost there. 5 more seconds. And rest. Woo! Great work. Bring that resistance down. We're gonna rest those legs. 1 full minute of rest. Grab your water, whatever you need to do. We're gonna do that one more time. One more time, that's all we have. And then we will cool it on down. You guys are doing an amazing job with this workout. We are almost there. So hang tight, hang with me. We got this. Whew. 20 seconds to go. Let's start moving those legs a little bit. Bringing that cadence up. Nice deep breath. Let's hit this last set hard. Ready? Add on that resistance. Ready, set, let's go. Off the saddle. Remember that scoop. Digging down, scooping back up with those glutes and hamstrings. Add a little tension. Stay on it. Add a little more. Come on, only 30 seconds. Stay on that pace. Above 60. Where are you at? I'm at 65. Add a little more. Come on. Only 10 seconds. Stay up if you can. Just keep moving. In 3, 2, and 1. Woo! The burn is so real. My legs are so tired. Oh my goodness. Great work, you guys. That was not easy. You guys put in some amazing work on those hills today. That is really gonna show in your future workouts. Now, if you had a hard time with these hills during this workout, I recommend repeating this from time to time. All right, this is some great practice, and it's really gonna help you in those other sessions. So always good to give yourself some time to practice. Nice deep breath. We're gonna bring that resistance down. And we're just gonna take a nice and easy cycle on our bike. We're gonna start cooling down here, whatever pace you need. Nice deep breaths. Let's try to gain control of our breathing. Grab some water if you need it, towel off, relax. You did an amazing job. All right, we're gonna hang out here for about 2 more minutes. Just some good time to let those legs chill. They're probably feeling a little wobbly, kind of freaking out right now because we put some really good work in on those climbs. So we wanna make sure that we give them time to cool down, right? Nice deep breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let your body relax. All right, so like I said before, if you are still having a hard time with those climbs, maybe you had a hard time getting through this, I do recommend repeating this workout again. Probably not today. Maybe give your legs a little time to rest and come back to it later this week or maybe next week and get some more good practice in. This is just some really great time to start getting more comfortable on your bike, all right? You don't have to be perfect at everything, especially if you're a beginner. It can be hard to jump in and feel like you're fitting in and you're keeping up with everyone. Don't put that like unneeded pressure on yourself. Give yourself time to practice, time to get better. We all start somewhere, right? You're gonna get it, I promise. Just takes that practice and work to get there. We all had to put it in at some point. All right, beautiful job. We're gonna slow down a little bit. Go ahead and hop off of that bike. And we're gonna bring it down to our mat for some nice stretches. My favorite part of any workout. All right, we're gonna take a nice back extension. So go ahead and lay out those legs behind you. Toes are nice and flat. And then push through with those hips towards the ground. Shoulders are pressing away from your ears. You can bring your head up to the sky if you want to. I feel like it makes my voice sound really weird, so I'm just gonna keep my head here. Get that nice good stretch in your back. Feels so good. We were using a lot of that back and our core to keep us nice and stabilized during that workout, so you probably feel that right now. Feels really good. Let's stretch it back into a child's pose. Stretch those fingers out towards the wall in front of you and let your chest fall to the floor. Nice and easy breaths. Let yourself relax. A little deeper into that stretch. Go ahead and come up on out of it. We're gonna stretch back into a downward dog. And let's just walk it out from side to side. So you're focused on that calf muscle. Pressing that calf muscle down into the floor. Woo! Calves are gonna be tight from those climbs. All right, beautiful. Come on down to the ground. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this workout. I hope you guys learned a little something and got some good work in on those climbs. Make sure that you take some more time to stretch out your muscles because we worked really hard today. That was some good work. So give yourself a pat on the back. We'll see you guys next time.